Welcome to this explainer. If you're a focused learner looking to go from absolute zero to having fluid, real-world Korean conversations in literally just 30 days, you are in the exact right place. I'm your coach today, and we're going to break down the exact 30-day master plan you need to actually succeed. So let's just get right into it.
So, first things first, is Korean impossible to learn? I want to address this right off the bat head on. Because look, everyone says Korean is the hardest language in the world for English speakers, right? People claim it takes years just to grasp the absolute basics, let alone have a real conversation. It's this massive, intimidating myth that just hangs over anyone trying to start.
Okay, let's dive into this, because that myth, it is completely 100% wrong. The fear usually stems from the idea of learning a totally new alphabet, but honestly, they're wrong. It's absolutely not impossible. It just requires a different approach. And over the next 30 days, I'm going to prove it to you by breaking down our exact strategy. Let's kick things off with Section 1, the 2026 Immersion Strategy. To really get this, we have to look at the why now. Listen, traditional textbook learning in those stuffy, boring classrooms, they're totally dead. You do not need to sit at a desk for hours anymore. Instead, what do we have? We have K-dramas, K-pop, and just some incredibly powerful digital tools. This immersive pop culture media actually does like half the learning work for you. Seriously, if you're already plugged into the culture, listening to the music, or binging the dramas, you're already halfway there. Moving right along to Section 2, the 4-pillar blueprint.
And this brilliantly illustrates the exact map we'll use to completely conquer the language. It's broken down into 4 sequential steps: sounds, survival, active immersion, and output. Think of it like a giant puzzle where each piece perfectly supports the next.
Let's break these down, starting with Pillar 1, which is sounds. You absolutely must master native pronunciation first. If you try to map Korean sounds directly to the English alphabet, you're going to build some really bad habits that are incredibly difficult to break later on. Getting the sounds crisp from day one ensures everything else you build sits on an unbreakable foundation.
Next up is Pillar 2, survival. Here, we're focusing entirely on functional, everyday phrases. We are completely bypassing those dense, super confusing textbook grammar rules that locals frankly rarely even use, and we're focusing only on what you actually need to survive a real conversation today. Then we reach Pillar 3, active immersion. Now, this is where the fun really kicks into high gear. You aren't just passively sitting back on the couch anymore. You're actively watching your favorite shows. You're pausing, you're repeating lines, and you're pulling new vocabulary in a way your brain naturally retains. It's a total game changer. Finally, we have Pillar 4, output. This simply means speaking out loud from day one. There is absolutely no hiding behind flashcards here. You have got to use your voice. Speaking out loud literally cements the other 3 pillars and trains your brain to pull the words out when you actually need them in real life. Let's move to and see how this builds in Section 3, 3 instant vibe words.
Let's bypass the robotic hello and goodbye and jump straight into a quick win with authentic native slang. First step, Daebak. It means awesome or mind-blowing. I absolutely love the playful energy of this word. This is exactly how locals react when you tell a crazy story or show them something incredible. You just say, Daebak. Second word, Jinjja. This translates to really. You'll hear this used constantly in everyday conversations to show surprise, ask for confirmation, or honestly just to prove you're eagerly paying attention to someone's story. And our third word is Arasso. This means got it or understood. When you string these 3 vibe words together, Daebak, Jinjja, Arasso, you instantly skip the rigid textbook speak and sound like an authentic speaker reacting totally naturally in a real conversation. How cool is that?
Which brings us to Section 4, your 30-day journey begins. Remember, this explainer is only day 1 of the roadmap. To stay completely on track, make sure you grab the free downloadable 30-day progress checklist in the description below so you can follow right along with me. So I have to leave you with one final question to think about. Are you ready to unlock the alphabet secret tomorrow? Because that is exactly what's coming up next. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, and return right here for day 2. We're going to dive into our next major breakthrough. Let's do this.